Okay. We try one more time. If this does not go to YouTube, I think we should be good. I think it fixed. Okay. Are we saved? Okay, chat. Are we saved? Okay. Not too shabby. Not even too fucking shabby, dude. Saved. We are so freaking back. Refresh if needed. There we go. It's just that easy. It's just that fucking easy, chat. Why are we even stressed, guys? It's not even a big deal. We're just chilling. Okay. We're back. Okay. Still waiting on you. The YouTube thing wouldn't connect, man. How to crash your stream daily guide. Ooh, that would be good. That'd be a good guide, dude. That's a good idea. I need to fix that. Anyways. Starting stream pretty late, huh? Oh my god. We're cooked. Okay. Defeating this gym should give you the basic badge, gym number 2, as well as increasing your max obedience up to level 27 and around 2,000 extra Pokeyen. You should be now around 10k or so Pokeyen, if not more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chat. 27. And of course, you also get a TM Retaliate representing the difficulty of this fight. Big Leppa couldn't let the guy chill. Yo, actually fucking real, dude. Ultimate Patrouski Crash Out. We kind of covered it. I kind of taught you guys this stream how to backseat me in a way that would ultra tilt me. It's kind of the best way to crash me out. I shouldn't tell you this, but it's to backseat me in a way that it's to backseat me and then also be incorrect on the backseat. That's like the Giga Brain, you know, way. And then after the fight is over, another storyline event will trigger where Team Plasma goes and steals the dinosaur head from the museum. Yo, congrats, Zachary, man. Beautiful shiny, dude. Dude, I need to, like... I might switch back to my main account and shiny on, dude. Oh, my God. We're gonna do one fucking badge a day, dude. Holy shit. Muted? Your mom's muted, okay? With my shit in her mouth, okay? Shut up. Okay. Enough fooling around. And that's going to look a little something like this. 2 hours per badge. That's so fucking terrible. I think I need to do this guide off stream, chat. It's a skill issue. It's my fault, okay? It's not chat's fault. I think I might need to do this off stream because I literally just I'm terrible at this. Yo, what's up, Moon? How you doing, dude? Also, I'm stupid as fuck. I realized the other day when I rated you, your name is I Need Money. I'm guessing money. I've been saying it as I Need Moon for like ever. I'm assuming that's what it's meant to be. I was like, oh fuck. Holy shit. How did I do it, boys? How did I do it? We simply overpower it, Jack. We ignore that it's a true thing, okay? We ignore that. True, Giga Chat. I'm sorry, it's terrible. I stopped correcting people? Yeah, I get it, sorry. I need Muna. Yo, the alter ego. Someone just walked away with the exhibit. Is there some kind of problem? You literally just overheard them yell about the fucking exhibit. Why are you fucking drama farming, Sharon? What the fuck? You just heard them say it, man. You're not fucking deaf, okay? Sharon and Bianca faking being deaf for clout is crazy. Making them re-explain her trauma of Team Plasma stealing her thing. Play the SpongeBob game. Yo, that actually sounds wicked fun right now. I haven't beaten Battle for Bikini Bottom. Okay, the dowsing machine. Dude, yeah, of course. No, of course, man. I try to just raid people in the Pokemon community, dude. Of course, man. Thanks for streaming. Dowsing machine, yada yada. There's a lot of like items in the Unova storyline that aren't like relevant. All right. All right, after a bunch of dialogue, we need to go heal up and try to chase after Team Plasma. I believe in Pinwheel Forest. Okay, we lock in. We try to focus up, chat. I'm just gonna try to focus, and I will successfully focus. True and real. Okay, not copium. Starting a shiny account. What do you like, a shiny only account or like a shiny hunt? What do you mean? Not the whole stream because of this. No, it's not your fault, dude. It's fucking skill gap on my end. I've been saying it over and over again. Like, if you head back over to the west towards Pinwheel Forest, you'll run into Bird over here, who is also chasing Team Plasma. You can just follow him into the forest. Now, I'm going to move Panseer to the front of my party since he'll be doing a lot of work against a lot of these grass types in the forest and get some nice free XP. A shiny only account? I mean, that would just be, you do have to complete one region first. And that's a good question. You have to complete one region first and then go to a next one and then start the run there. Yes, thank you. A shiny only account is one of the actually niche situations where you will probably get shiny locked because you're literally running back and forth on Route 1 like a bot, right? So like you have to kind of work around that. People fearmonger a lot about shiny locks, but that's like a legit, that's if you're doing a shiny only account, that's actually one where you should worry about it. Okay. And once again, like I mentioned earlier, just battling every single trainer is always the right thing to do in Pokemon, in my opinion. So I'm going to start by just running to the left and kind of following the one path that exists in the forest. You could also head up here and battle these trainers. It's really hard to go wrong when you're starting in the forest because you just want to battle every trainer possible. Yeah, but that wouldn't, I mean, you could do that. In my opinion, that defeats the purpose of the challenge. You know, I feel like is a real pan. It really, yeah. I feel like catching a shiny on the main account to then trade it to an alt account defeats the purpose of like the challenge run. But I think there's no, if someone wanted to start their run like that, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's, you know, just different. Why does this SpongeBob game sound so fun, dude? Dagnabbit. Okay, this Waddle got cooked. This one's low. Incinerate is... Someone said it before, and I super agree. Incinerate is really fucking good early game. It's kind of crazy, dude. The fact that Incinerate is an AoE move is wild. I did not realize Incinerate's AoE. It's so insane, actually. You could, like, horde farm with Incinerate. I need to try to catch a Sweet Scent Pokemon. I choose Oshawott. I feel like it's the strongest. I have a video if you look up and it's my least favorite visually to give you an idea of like how much I think it's the strongest. My least favorite design wise. If you look up what's it called? Yeah, I mean the information's out there. I think it's even more than 10 hours. I think it's I've done videos covering this and I've read the FAQ and stuff like that. I think it's like multiple dozens, Zephy. Like you have to sit on Route 1 for like, yeah, and just as long as you play the storyline a little bit. I've done, yeah. I don't even like discussing the shiny lock stuff because it just loops. We all know the people fearmonger it and it sucks. Tepig my goat. Tepig is really, I actually mentioned it in the beginning of this guide. Tepig is the best at speed running the first few gyms in my opinion, but I think it falls off really hard. If your strat is to speed on the first 4 gyms and then buy Pokemon to do the storyline run, I think Tepig is honestly fantastic. The problem is the later you get into the game, Tepig starts to require using a flame charge to become faster to be able to get off attacks, which that's like not nearly as good much later on. This is a great question, and it's a really complicated one that could have a probably multi-hour long discussion, Splax. But I'm going to try to keep it to like a few minutes. Don't you ever feel burned out from this game? I don't know if it's like a me thing or the way that I play the game, and I think everybody's capable of it. I genuinely don't. Or if I do, I just take a break, or I switch things up, or I do something that helps me unburn, right? If I'm ever feeling burnt out or bored of PokeMMO, I simply take a break from it. Not even step one. Step one, I change up activities. I think people underestimate how good changing up activities is when you're burnt out from something, right? When I played a lot of RuneScape, right? With RuneScape, you could go train fishing, right? You could go train fishing in like 3 different ways, right? If you want a shiny hunt in PokeMMO, you could go do a million different shunts. There's a million different species. There's a million different types of shunts, fishing, single encounters, lures, non-lures, repel tricking, hordes, ×5, ×3, leppas, non-leppas. Like, there's so many different types of things you can do. There's tons of ways to play PokeMMO. And if you're someone who finds yourself getting bored or burnt out, I strongly recommend just trying other things to do and other ways to play. Same thing with Minecraft, same thing with RuneScape. Like, I find myself able to play games infinitely because I set goals, because I understand there's multiple ways to play the game. If I woke up every single day and just did ×5 horde shunts, I would lose my mind, right? But because I wake up and I ×5, I do a storyline guide for 3 hours, and then I shiny hunt for 3 hours, and then I, make money, and then I, like, constantly switching up your activities is how you enjoy games, at least how I enjoy games long term, right? There's so many factors to this. Obviously, being in a team is really nice. Yeah, being involved in the community, streaming and making content around a game adds another way to play, in my opinion, another way to enjoy the game. But I really don't ever feel burnt out. No, I think people, and if you play a game, you're gonna be burnt out at some point. But like, I don't know if you need to. It depends. I think it's good to encourage people to try to find the thing you don't get burnt out from, or try to train. I think if you train your mind in a way, which sounds so pretentious and cringe, and I acknowledge that, but I think it's just like meditation. I think it's just like understanding that it's on you. If you're burnt out from something, I thought about this a lot recently. It's not usually the game's fault. It's not like, oh, the game. People will say, oh, I got sick of Pokemon because I did all the content. I'm out of content, and they'll have like 500 hours, and I'm sitting here at 9,000 hours, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I have so much to do. I'm like, I'm overwhelmed constantly in Pokemon by the amount that I have to do. It's not that the game ran out of content. It's that you ran out of things that you were interested in. But not even that. Usually there's things you're interested in, you just don't know you're interested in them. It'd be like saying like, oh, I'm really bored in life because I've done every hobby, and it's like, what are you talking about? You've done every hobby. There's so many things to do, bro. Like, it's all perspective. It's all mentality and understanding. Like, it's not the game's fault. The game didn't get boring. It's really that you got bored of it. And that's okay. It's not like there's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of games that I reach my conclusion of, right? There's nothing wrong with playing a game until you no longer finding it fun and then moving on. I think we kind of, with every game being a live service game, we've kind of forgotten that. There's nothing wrong. If someone wants to play PokeMMO for 1 hour and decide that's their fulfillment and move on, I'm so happy for them. That's ideal. It's only bad when someone has like 1,000 hours or whatever hours, and they're like, oh, the game sucks. I want to enjoy it, but I can't figure out how. And it's not even like, I empathize for that person. I really do. Because that sucks. We've all been there. I've been there with Minecraft, right? But I don't blame the game. I'm always like, if I reach that spot, I'm like, man, I've really got to find something to spark me or, motivate me, or a build to do, something to do in Minecraft that would interest me, right? I've got to find that. It's not, there's content in the game. I just have to explore more. I have to find new avenues. So I think putting the onus on you to explore the game, it gives you a lot of power. And it gives you the responsibility of realizing that it is up to you to enjoy a game. There's a reason why speedrunners or people can enjoy games. Anybody can sit down and enjoy the same game for thousands of hours. And it just takes the mind to do it, I guess. If I love Crash Bandicoot, I love Crash Bandicoot 2, right? But I don't sit there and play it for thousands of hours. I play it once a year and I move on. I complete the main storyline, right? But there's people who speedrun it or do challenges or do, thousands of hours of games like this, and it's possible for anything, and it's really just what you make of it, right? What the things that you do with that game. That was a bit more rambly than I wanted. I feel like that wasn't the best explanation, but I hope that addressed multiple things. Hope it addressed multiple things. Dude. That's a fantastic, custom goals like that are the best kind of goals in my opinion. It says 90 right now. I'll do this. Yeah, I mean, there's much to do. Yeah, and it's okay to, if you feel like you've run out of goals, it's okay to move on. It's okay to move on, but it's also okay to try to make new goals and explore new things, Yes, progression walls are normal. This is actually, I think this is a really good point. I don't want to come off as too harsh on this stuff because Rick Riley says, I just got to endgame and I for sure I've hit a progression wall. Yes, there is no, progression walls happen. I'm kind of hitting one now, honestly, where I'm kind of more interested in the idea of, I miss when I used to catch a 4x20 or a 5x20 plus wild Pokemon. I used to be so excited. That used to have so much value in Pokemon. It was so cool, right? Nowadays, it's worthless. You just release it, which makes me a little sad. And that's why I've been toying around with the idea of Iron Man so much, and how sparking that initial joy and kind of reinvigorating a way to enjoy that kind of gameplay is fucking huge. Like, being able to actually enjoy catching those kind of Pokemon again is huge. It's so nice, right? I feel like if you've played RuneScape, you understand, right? If you played RuneScape, you know that fucking what's it called? When you do a clue scroll on an Iron Man, right? And you complete a clue scroll and you get like purple sweets. You're like, holy shit, hell yeah, that's the only way I can get purple sweets. I can use those for my fight caves, for my fire cape, right? But if you get purple sweets on a main account, it's like, okay, 2k gold, you know? When you play a main account, you think of everything via gold progression, and it kind of melts your brain a little bit. Yeah, I kind of do want to start I feel like Iron Man might be what Pokemon needs, man. Like I think it takes a content creator to show like, hey, this is how fun it is and what it could be like, for people to be like, oh shit, you know? Yeah. And that's how it's in RuneScape. That's how Iron Man started, right? Iron Man started in RuneScape by Bodhi and Foe, and Ian Spam, you know, people making Iron Man accounts, one man army accounts, what they were called or whatever. You know, it's cool, man. Okay. The path here should be pretty simple. It's really just making progress, going deeper into the forest. I'm going to go heal up really quick since I've taken a fair bit of damage, and come back and continue defeating as many trainers as possible. I'll probably make my... I don't know what his rules were. I'll probably make my own Jake's. Maybe they'll be the same. I feel like Iron Man rules are pretty standard, but I don't know what he did. What's Iron Man mode? Iron Man is essentially self-sufficient. So Iron Man is the cosmetic. No. Iron Man, well, it's kind of a funny idea to wear the Iron Man cosmetic when you play the account. It's kind of a good meme. Iron Man mode in it comes from RuneScape. There's an Iron Man mode in RuneScape. There's a it's called like SSF in Path of Exile, self-sufficient solo found or something. It's about, you cannot use the marketplace, the GTL, right? And you cannot trade. So it makes it a single player kind of experience, which Pokemon already is, but Pokemon isn't balanced around a single player experience. And it makes it really interesting. Like, oh, if you breed a competitive PvP team from only Pokemon you've caught, that's really fucking impressive. It sounds like, oh, that's easy, but it's, you don't realize in Pokemon how much we use the market and how like it changes, how efficient everything, you know, damn near did that. I respect those, you know, it makes everything take longer, you know? It makes everything... For the storylines, it's fine. The storylines are not the challenge. The challenge is making the same progress as other accounts do, while playing self-sufficiently, which is way... Like, oh, I want to make a 6x31 comp. Let me go catch fucking 36... Like, Pokeyen's a big one. The only way to make Pokeyen on an Iron Man account would be trainer reruns and gym reruns. You'd have to farm your own Lepa berries for, like, shiny hunts, like, stuff like... There's a lot of really cool stuff that comes into play where it's like, oh, shit, that's, like, really fun, you know? It makes you have to play the game in ways, where you wouldn't... Like, I don't berry farm because it's not efficient. So much of MMOs ends up being like, oh, it's not efficient, so I'm not going to do it, right? And Iron Man makes things that aren't efficient with the market feel a lot more fun. Yeah, the storylines and stuff like that's not. It's really like the challenges, it's the personal challenge, the personal goals that are really tough. But I totally get that money, you know. And that was it. Yeah, Iron Man storylines is still difficult. I don't want to like underestimate. Like, it's still tough, but it's not. I think what makes Iron Man so cool, because Pokemon is traditionally a single player game. You know, it's not that crazy to play just Pokemon single player. The crazy part comes with the long-term progress, you know? What's the point if we play an Iron Man anyway? For the challenge, man. I mean, it's the same with RuneScape, right? The wildly successful game mode. It's for the challenge. It's for the achievement, right? You don't have to play it. I like MMOs where you don't have to play them socially, right? Yes. Also, you learn. I totally agree. You learn a lot more about the game. Absolutely, dude. Thanks for watching, Ghost Guy. Happy to have you. It is Battle for Bikini Bottom. Yeah, I haven't beaten this game, which is sad, but I've played a fair bit of it, like 60%. A Kaizo Iron Man. I'm not interested in. I respect ROM hacks. They're just not my cup of tea. How much damage did I do to this? Oh, he had a fucking berry that weakened the fire damage. Holy shit. Yes, Iron Man makes you like learn a lot more about the game, right? A really good example of a fucking cool Iron Man thing is if you want Choice Band, Choice Specs, Choice Scarf on an Iron Man account, you either have to fucking play PvP to get the BP to do it, or like do E4 reruns or something like that. Like there's like a lot of really cool stuff where it's like, oh shit, you gotta fucking do this to get that in the game, you know? If you want like a bunch of rare candies, you have to like craft them. Like, there's a lot of cool shit in PokeMMO. If you want any XP candies to, like, do any shunts, you have to, like, go catch alphas. I would catch way more alphas on an Iron Man account, you know? It's so fun, dude. There's so much cool progress. Dude, I think that's a big, I mean, that's a human. Honestly, I probably should drop more games. Epic. I think I'm guilty of, like, what happens to me is, I will play a game like 60% of it, and then instead of being like, oh yeah, instead of being like, okay, I had my fun, let me just drop it, I'll be like, no, I'm gonna finish it one day, I'll just come back in fucking 5 years, like, and then I never go back and finish it. So like, I just feel like I need to either just admit like, okay, it's time to drop this game and fucking move on, or just fucking finish it, you know? I'm guilty of that shit for sure. Yeah, yes, it's a great fucking dude. That's a great point, Omega Wash. On an Iron Man account, things like payday pickup becomes a lot more viable as a money making method. Payday pickup is kind of an outpaced, you know. There's just too many better money making methods, right? There'd be a ton of goals. No, it wouldn't be completing the storylines would be step one, right? The goals on an Iron Man account would be the same as a main account. It would be get shinies, right? It would be create 6 times 30 on Pokemon, play PvP. Like the storylines are the easy part. The storylines are not the challenge at all. It would be getting things like Lepa berries, farming up Lepa berries, farming up choice items, you know? It would be playing an Iron Man account like the main account, right? Yeah, the same thing with old school RuneScape allows that, right? You would allow yourself to raid with other people. Yes, you can raid. That's in Iron Man and RuneScape you're allowed to raid with other people. Yeah, you can't like split drops or whatever. But that's not really a thing in PokeMMO. So, should I have just Razor Shell there? I feel like Razor Shell might do more damage there. I think it does. That's for raiding. Yeah, dude, the idea of fucking raiding on an Iron, going for like Heatran, right? Like on an Iron Man account would be crazy, you know? Should watch Annihilation. Is that a movie? What is it? Annihilation. We could watch this tonight. I'm down. I think you mentioned this the other day, right? I don't know what this is about at all. It's got Natalie Portman. I like Natalie Portman. Little Natalie Portman. Like I know the name Gina Rodriguez, but I don't know what she's in. But I feel like I know that name. I feel like I've heard someone say that. Nothing she's in looks familiar to me though. Trippy movie, very good. I'd watch this. Okay. Catch Heatran. Yeah, literally. No. Yeah, that's a sick goal. Unironically, if your one goal was just Heatran raid, that's fucking an intense. You know. There you go. That's the end game. There you go. Got him. I'll watch it. We all mentioned it yesterday because Clarko kept asking. It kept getting mentioned. Twitch. The rule of Twitch chat is just get my wife to ask me to do it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, we can do that tonight, as soon as you get home. Actually, it's actually so real. I'm laughing because it's so fucking true, dude. Whipping sound, dude. I know what I'm about. Okay, not in like I say this in not a toxic 40-year-old boomer way. I say this because I genuinely mean it with earnest positive intentions and passion in my heart. Okay, but happy wife, happy life. Okay, now hopefully all those qualifiers made that sentence okay, but like happy wife, happy life is fucking true as shit. It, like, the previous generation was correct when they were saying that shit, but they would usually say that shit in like a enabling way where it's like yeah, there you go. That's hilarious. You know what side your bread is buttered? What is that? I don't know what that's a great, that's kind of a base, that's like a Southern American saying, not like a Britopian saying. Happy wife, happy, there you go. Requirement, dude. PokeMMO has so much potential. It's welcome, Ghost Guy. PokeMMO is so similar to RuneScape. It sounds silly, but it's really fucking true. Oh, I actually really want to catch this. I'm running back for a final heal before a pretty big fight once you reach the stump, but this is actually a really, really important catch. I actually really, really want a Cottony. I want a Sweet Scent Pokemon, especially having access to my monkey with Incinerate. I can use Sweet Scent to then get a horde of Pokemon and kill them all at once with the Incinerate, since it is an AoE move, and gain a lot of XP at once. So I'm going to go ahead and take my time trying to catch this Cottony and see if we can get ourselves a Sweet Scent Pokemon. Not quite. Stun Spore. That's fucking toxic. I mean, Chad has to keep kind of, maybe just keep her happy because she's cool. There you go. Easy to be happy. There you go. The encounter tracker in mod video. I made a new mod video recently, and the encounter video. There's another encounter counter that's good to know about. I don't use it personally. I don't prefer. If you prefer it, more power to you. There's something called Archetype, which some people do prefer. The problem is it's not for the paralysis. Ha ha ha, Daddy. My biggest issue with Archetype has become that people who use Archetype are insufferable. People who use Archetype act like it's obviously the best encounter counter, and like anyone who uses anything differently is like stupid and wrong, which fucking tilts the shit out of me. That like there's like for some reason like a pretentious like Excel spreadsheet like tech bro, they all use Archetype. I don't know why. It's fun. Like I think Archetype and GEC are both good for different people on different systems. I think that's it. Like for me, GEC I'm more used to it. It's way smoother. The themes work really well. It looked way better on stream. Archetype looked like shit on stream and on OBS. There's like a lot of reasons. Like Archetype is just better for me personally. I don't have many tech issues with it. Archetype, I had a lot of tech issues with as soon as I installed it. For some people, GEC just has so many bugs and glitches on their device, and the same is true on the opposite degree, right? I don't like the it bothers me that people are like, oh yeah, like this is obviously better, this is yeah, it's just so silly, yeah, etc etc. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like GC. Celebrates a lot. I don't know, it depends. For me it didn't work great, but like it depends on the person, man. I would just like, also I had just try what works for you, you know. I think just find what works for you. I prefer GEC Archetype, but GEC is no longer supported. I think one of the best arguments is that GEC is no longer supported and Archetype is, which is really relevant. But that doesn't mean it's objectively better, you know. I think it's just like hey, use what's best for you, right? That's my only take is always use what works best for you and what you like. But archetype users will be like, no, actually, archetype, no one should be using G. Archetype's objectively better because it's still supported, bro. Fucking, do you think Windows 11 is the best because fucking Windows XP is not supported anymore? Oh, come on. You want to fucking have that fight, bro? You want to lose that one real quick? Holy shit. It's not even close, bro. Get out of here with that nonsense. Scratching walls, keep tally. Yo, huge, dude. I've heard about Montalia a little bit. Big fan of. Yeah, I think a lot of people have problems, which is super fair. I use GEC, Boomer, Giga Chad. This is a tough catch, dude. Bro's arguing with himself again. Wait, true. All right. All right, after a fair amount of Pokeballs, we finally caught the Cottony. Should show us the stats. Sure, that'll work. And it does not have access to Sweet Scent off the bat, but it might learn it, or we could teach it via a TM. I believe this Pokemon can learn Sweet Scent, if I'm not mistaken. If this Pokemon can't learn Sweet Scent, I'm going to look so stupid. Oh my god, can it not? Can it not learn Sweet Scent? No, chat, don't tell me that. No. Don't, con emoji, don't tell me it actually can't learn Sweet Scent. Don't tell me that. Am I being trolled? Is it, can Whimsicott learn it? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. El no sabe Pepe laugh. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta log out. I'm gonna go check my main account. I gotta check Whimsicott on my main account to save face, bro. Holy shit. Am I losing my mind? Only Gen 5 Melody. Yeah, but can it learn it at all? Like via TM? That's actually cooked, bro. Tech W. Can it learn it via TM? I'm logging onto my fucking main account to copium. That's how hard of a copium I am here. It can't learn it. Okay, we have to delete all of those clips that just told people to catch Cottonies. This is the behind-the-scenes truth of a PokeMMO guide. Okay.
Heal before a pretty big fight once you reach this.
People will be like, "Oh my God, Patrouski is so dumb. He knows nothing about PokeMMO." Okay. I just am honest. Okay. I show you guys the clips where I make a mistake. I show you guys. I don't cut around that shit. Okay. Is it because I am an earnest person? A little bit. Is it also because I suck at editing and don't want to edit? Yes, that is also true. That is also a big part of it. Okay, let's switch back to the meme. Average day of a big Lepa employee. Yo, true. Okay, let me go heal. I'm gonna like die on the way to healing. Is there anyone that can learn Sweet Scent in this forest? 9,000 hours, by the way. Real. Just cheapen and act like you were right the whole time. That's fucking psychotic. I'm not crazy enough for that, thankfully. That's unhinged. I'm gonna get caught. No, hopefully you didn't. Imagine someone went out like bought one in the middle of this. Holy shit. Does Petalil get Sweet Scent? Something in this forest has got to get Sweet Scent, right? There's no fucking way. Nothing here gets Sweet Scent. There's no way. When you get the bike in Unova, I need to look that up. When do you get... I mean, I went back and deleted the clips. I deleted them from the guide. They won't be in the guide. Get the bike Unova. Nimbasa. Okay. You just get given it? Stinky forest. Damn. I just got a caught in all 50 of my ults. Ruined my year. Fuck. Actually real. Or Electro Gym. Look at you. The storyline, Giga Chad. I respect people with... I don't have storyline knowledge, man. I'll be honest. Pelicans via TM. Okay. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that, dude. From Holland. I love your name. Rick from Holland. I know everything I need to know. Thank you so much. Come on, Clarko. Not a fart joke. That's crazy. Okay. Heal up. Back to the forest. Just simply wait until a swarm Pokemon with Sweet Scent spawns in this area. That's unhinged. Like, sit here for that long. The clown. Gotcha. Thank you, Dave. I respect that. I don't have, I play PokeMMO a ton. I have a lot of, like, decent knowledge, I like to think, but, like, Not storyline. I don't run through the storylines over and over again, you know? It's not what I do. It's not how I play the game. I'm back a little. Dude, nice. Dude, I would love Jack actually playing PokeMMO. I would love to see that, dude. You should do a fucking Jack. You should record a YouTube video of you being like, "Hey, here's like my first impressions of PokeMMO as a Pokeforce dev." You know, and you have to be honest. You can't be like, "This system sucks. Here's how we're gonna do it better." To everything. That would be fucking cooked. That would be fucked up, but it'd be kind of funny. But good April Fool's video. But it'd be cool, man. Yeah, hopefully the kid's feeling better, man. Oh, Pokemon, dude, that's so sweet, New York. I hope you enjoyed it, man. That's give yourself the credit, you know. Shit all over their decade was a hard word, yeah. Yeah, so here's why. Yeah, I haven't left Pallet Town yet, but I noticed all this is shit. True. That's so fucking fair, Jack. I should be using my I should be yawning to help catch Pokemon in the wild. There we go. That helps tremendously. Also, why am I catching this? Does Pan? I don't think it does. I kind of don't think that. Does Pansage get Sweet Scent, chat? Could somebody check their Pokedex? I'm so sorry to ask you that. That's kind of annoying. Need more Pokeballs again, dude. Dude, nice, Rick. You yawn IRL? Ooh, we gotta keep that in mind. I ran into a Pansage while going through the forest and went ahead and caught that. That should even out my type trio, fire type, water type, grass type. So we'll definitely go grab that from the PC when we have a sec. They're kind of a rare-ish encounter here, so it's worth to try to catch the elemental monkeys if you see them. Oh, my power just flashed. That was crazy. It did not, but it felt like it did for a second. I don't know why. Glad they're on the mend, Jack. I know that was a sweet sentence. You're like, wow, I'm really glad your kids are feeling better. But there's something, it's just such a British sentence. I'm glad they're on the mend. I shouldn't laugh at that. You're literally being like, hey, I'm glad your, infant child is feeling better. That's like an amazing, and it is an amazing thing. But there, you can't say on the mend. Why is that weird? I can't even explain. You win. You know what? It's not weird. There you go. I accept defeat. Rare moment. Okay, but if you keep following the main left path of the forest, eventually you'll make it to this guy. You'll also head down here. There's a few more fights we have to do. Make sure to just take your time and feel free to head back to the PC and heal every so often. It's better to play it safe and slow versus trying to speed through everything sometimes. But worst case scenario, if you do white out, you don't lose Pokeyen from whiting out in Pokemon, which is really relevant. In the traditional games, you usually lost a lot of Pokeyen or lost some Pokeyen from whiting out, but you don't in Pokemon. So if you lose a fight, you just lose a little bit of time. That's really it at the end of the day. So as long as you persevere in the Pokemon storyline, it's hard to lose. Mend is not a mend, like, is a term. One sec. Mend. Yep. Oh, I put clips in here. Oh fuck, I fucked up, chat. Mend is a term, but it's not really a term you hear outside of like video games or like what else would it even be in? Like it's not really like a. You wouldn't hear an American be like, "Oh, I hope you mend up," you know? It would be like, oh, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Can you please cast Mending 3? Or, hey, I'm playing fucking Minecraft. Could you get me a book of mending, please? Like, that's really the only times you'll hear an American say mend, I feel like. Not that I think it's kind of a base word, so. Kind of a gamified word. Gamer word. Mend. I fucked up my clips. Sorry, one sec. Think I fixed it. I hope I got everything. Okay. He's on the mend. Yeah, like that sounds really funny to me. Yeah. He's on the mend. What the fuck is a yank? One of the yeah, mend is one of the better gamer words. Yeah, there you go. Can't expect Yanks to understand proper English. Yanks is kind of funny. I try to give credit where credit's due, okay? I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, every Britopian word is bad. Because like, there's some good memers, you know? If I breed a female alpha with a non-alpha, yes, if you ever breed an alpha with a non-alpha, it will always come out non-alpha. That's a good question. You still pass hidden ability. Well, it depends on the species thing, but like, you usually still pass hidden ability. But they'll lose alphaness. They used to pickpocket you after what? Fuck, is that the lore? Wait, I didn't even think about that. That's funny. I always thought you just like paid hospital bills, like in like GTA 5. I believe when you make it through this log, this should be the last fight where we actually reclaim the dinosaur head. So make sure you prepare a little bit. I'm kind of underprepared for this fight, but I'm hoping my Duat is leveled up enough to where it should be sufficient. This guy is packing a level 14 Patrat, so we should be well good to win this fight. On pace for 4 hours to the next gym. Suck my... Okay. I don't think we're going to kind of think pretty much. If you Google legendaries explain Pokemon, there's like I have guides that explain it more in depth, explain the mechanics. As well as like if you look up like where to hunt Zapdos in Pokemon, I have videos that explain the mechanics in more depth. But essentially, yes, they're a random encounter. You have to unlock them by completing the storylines to some extent, and there's a few other factors, but essentially, yes. Yeah, you can only encounter one a month, not in caves. There's more details. That is true. All right, with him defeated pretty freaking easily, we get the Dino Skull back. I believe we need to go deliver it to the museum, or they will just come to us here in a quick sec, which, yeah, looks like that. Lots of yapping. One has Control Z. We'll come back, Galactic. Dude, hell yeah, Jack. Play some music while we're just spamming through the dialogue, dude. They're a speedy bunch. How is that so funny? Unova Biker, you're holding the Dragon Skull, you're talking about it, right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, as expected, Lenora will come take the skull back from us, so we actually can just continue on to the next city if we so choose, which I probably will do. I probably have enough HP on my mons to just go ahead and keep walking up the bridge. Yeah, we should be fine. If you then head east from that location where you had the final fight, you can come pick up a free Miracle Seed, which will be relevant if you have any grass-type Pokemon, like that Pansage I just caught, and then head back over here, and it's probably worth... I'm going to go ahead and head back down the bridge, like I talked about, and fight every single trainer possible, even the ones that are optional. Even though I've already beaten this part, I could just head straight forward, but I want to get every little bit of Pokeyen and every bit of XP possible to avoid wild XP farming. Okay, there we go. Now we can jam music while I fight all these trainers. The further like we get into the storyline, like there should be less clips and stuff like that, but it's front loaded. It's front loaded. Oh god, Jack, good luck, man. Does trading my recent IVs? No, that's a good question. No, it does not. IVs are Pokemon are stuck with the IVs they have. Yeah, that's a good point, Kaito, smiley face. Dude, regular Pokeball it literally will help you do like most things. Like regular Pokeball is based 100%. I kind of do just want to teach Water Pulse over Soak. I think the confusion chance plus a little bad to lose Soak, but like what do I even need it for upcoming? I don't think much. We cannot help you with that. That is the one thing we cannot help you with, Enigma. You have to legally supply your own ROMs. We cannot... Even that, any sort of... Yeah. You have to legally, all we can say is you have to legally supply your own ROMs. We cannot help you acquire them because that would be illegal. It would be illegal. And that would, then more important, number one, illegal, and more importantly, against game rules. Okay? And that's the much scarier thing, okay? It's really lame. I apologize. That's like the one thing I can't help with. Look at these nerds don't want to fight. Fight me, bro. Fight me. Okay, there we go. Yo, shiny Lairon for Albert? Dude, fucking congrats, man. It's a banger, banger, banger shiny, dude. Nice job, man. Hell fucking yeah, dude. Lairon is so good, man. That's so good. Also, water pulse being 100% accurate is nice. Didn't know. No, dude, no worries, man. It's one of those things, you know. Third shiny in 2 days? Holy shit, dude. You're killing it, dude. Good for you, man. No, you're total galactic. It's more of like a safety precaution for you and for me. I just can't have people. Yeah, you're totally. I'm not, you know, not upset at you by any means. It's one of those things, you know. Much love to you, dude. We're all oh, okay. You know how like the shiny rate's 1 out of 30k? You know, some people like Fat Albert get 3 shinies within 30, you know, 1 out of 10k shiny odds. That's fucking sick, dude. Nice, man. Happy to hear it. It was a good day. That is a, wow. That is a banger day, man. Hell yeah. Dude, go hell yeah, Kaito. Shiny on PokeMMO plus Pokemon Go is a good day, dude. That's awesome. What's up, Ferezel? How you doing, dude? Okay, got all this taken care of. Let's go back north. Fight every trainer we can. We don't have Surf, so we can't go to the one. I'm gonna fight this guy. Okay. All right, after fighting every single trainer you want to, you can then continue to head north and get a nice, beautiful view of this bridge. One of the coolest visuals in Pokemon, in my opinion. Keep heading through and just make your way across. Oh, this is the bridge. This is the, probably like the coolest visual in all of Pokemon. Not even just one of, but just the coolest one, man. I love this bridge. Very beautiful. Good to appreciate it while you're here. I have started the recording of many, many video guides and big projects on this exact bridge. So it's very nostalgic for me. It's a cool place, man. Watch the camera should change here in a quick sec, I believe. It should zoom in here for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's the angle. It's cool, man. I fucking love this bridge. Looking for Pokemon Nuzlocke? I've done that. It's all, they're awesome. I recommend it. They're fun. They're difficult. They're not like, it's not as difficult as like a it's a middle ground Nuzlocke. The Pokemon Nuzlocke has nothing on like Emerald Kaizo or anything like that, but it's like it's gonna be much more difficult than traditional Pokemon, but not as difficult as like a ROM hack made to be difficult. Yeah, there you go, Omega. Hey, it's still a shiny, man. You loved it, dude. Sorry about the, you know. Congratulations, Fat Albert. All right, now there's a few things we can actually do here. All right, now that we are over in Castelia City, there's 2 things I want to do. I want to, number 1, go heal up immediately. So just in case I faint, I am sent back to this PC. And number 2, go grab the elemental stone, the free elemental stone for our Panseer. So I'm going to head over. I'm going to save really quick, heal up really quick, and then head over to a specific dock. There's an XP share here as well. Yes. I have it on my, thank you for the, that's a good reminder. So heading from the PC, I believe you want to head all the way over to the east. It's the most east dock. Head down here. And there should be, I believe, this scientist you talked to. Yep, this scientist you talked to. And make sure to double check to select the correct one. Which one do you want to evolve? I'm going to click Panseer. You could also get a free elemental stone of a different variety if you would want. But I'm going to grab the free Firestone. and then go ahead and immediately use that on my Panseer. You could delay it to learn certain moves, but in my opinion, in PokeMMO, unlike traditional Pokemon, the power increase from the base stats is more relevant than the moves themselves. You can do a lot of things like that. I'm not a political streamer, nor do I want to be a political streamer, but I'll take it as a compliment, Ricardo, okay? I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna head back, go heal up. Whew. I have to figure out where this... I have it written on a notepad document. XP share. There's one at Battle Company west of the Pokemon Center in Castelia City. Go to the 55th floor and battle the janitor. After beating the janitor, trainers will receive an XP share. Okay. Let me know. I need a quick restroom break. Pat for presidency. No, thank you. But thank you for the... Yeah, that's a joke. Okay, Pog. Okay, quick restroom break, boys. Quick restroom break. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna play a little bit of music. I'm gonna be gone for like 2 to 3 minutes. Stretch break. Grab water for yourself. Stretch your legs. Get them moving. Patrouski, you get it. See you guys in like 2 minutes, okay? Give me a quick sec. Alrighty. We are so back, okay? Just a quick little break, boys. A quick little one. Let's go find this XP share. I think that'll be the most important thing. So, okay. Look at it at the Battle Company west of the Poke Center. I think it's going to be here, right? I believe it's going to be here. I need to, like, figure out for sure before I... Sorry. Question mark. Why are they so BM? Maybe it's not here. Not in this alleyway, because I'm not seeing shit. Okay. I wish I had the bike here, man. The bike would be so nice here. Patrouski for real. So true. Hungry. Yo, same, bro. Is it here? Is this it? Ah, okay, chat. Not 10 IQ. We're at least 12 IQ. Huge. Absolutely massive. Okay. I need a sweet scent Pokemon still. I feel like that's what I am lacking, a sweet scent Pokemon. All right, next up on our Castelia City docket, we want to pick up our first XP share. We actually unlocked the ability to do a ton of things over in Castelia City now. So we can head to the first building to the west of the Poke Center that has a door out front. You can actually read the sign, and it will say Battle Company. If you go into the Battle Company and then go to the 55th floor, I believe, and battle a janitor, you'll get the reward of the XP share. Okay. So walking up to the elevator, interacting with it, and trying to head to level 55. Beautiful. We can just head right there. And it should be the janitor, which I assume is this NPC. But I'm not 100% sure. Pick up this little free super potion. Some people have to fight one NPC to get to him. And honestly, the more NPCs you fight in this building, the better. That just means more XP, and it's prepping you more for the upcoming bug gym. Okay. Okay, Pog. Good progress, chat. Good fucking work, boys. Doing good stuff. Let me, should I just slash here? I should be on, should I just sack switch to Semi-Seer? Wonder if that's worth it. I think it kind of is. Yeah, no, it definitely is. What am I thinking? Yeah, I don't want to stay in against a grass type with my water type. It's not worth it. Even though I can like do decent and get like decent chip, I don't think it's worth it at all. We're definitely gonna switch. It's like Omega. Sacked switches are just so fucking good, dude. I feel like it's like actually so important in this. Like the most important thing you can do in the storylines is just learn sacrifice switching and like when to do it. And why and how and having mons to sack switch to, yada yada yada. I really need to focus on a sweet scent Pokemon. It's pretty high up on my next priority list. We're gonna get this XP share and then look around. I'm gonna try to like look in the surrounding area and see what sweet scent mons are nearby. I'm trying to think. Someone said Petalil by TM, but I don't unlock TM till the 4th gym badge, so there's not really a reason to do that. It has to be like, it has to know it, which is way more complicated, you know? Do I just bite here, or do I go do what? Now I feel like I go fucking do what? We're not gonna sack switch here. We're just gonna switch. Fungus after 4 gym. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Fungus is the only one post level up. Okay, gotcha. You were saying that earlier. I got you. Thank you for the heads up. Okay, so it seems like it's a waddle. It gets to be a TM, I think. So it seems like that's one of the downsides of the Unova storyline. Yeah, TM, yeah. It seems like, fuck, hitting through confusion to miss sucks on 5% accuracy. It seems like, one of the main downsides of Unova is not getting access to Sweet Scent until 4th gym. Be able to buy it off the GTL, which that's okay. Definitely a downside, but it's manageable. 1000% manageable. Should I just slash here? Did I get the defense drop? I don't think. Actually, does slash do more? Slash probably does do more here. Nice. Okay. I should have hit that last turn. And then last will be fire type. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. This NPC does just have one of each of the elemental monkeys, so you can try to prepare for that fight via that if you'd like to, but it should be mostly pretty simple, just using sacrifice switches and positioning well where you may need to. With him defeated, we can go fight I believe, what is the janitor? Hopefully, at least. If not, we'll just fight every single trainer in here. Nothing wrong with that. This guy's the chairman. Wait. Yep, this is Janitor Jeff, even though he introduces himself as the CEO, I believe, which is kind of a good meme. Okay, Trubbit. Dude, this guy's based. What the fuck? This character's awesome. This character is so sick. Bro has a Trubbish. You have a Garbodor in the back. What's his next mon? Is Slash 100% accurate? That's really, really relevant. Being able to not... Yeah, that's so nice. Okay. Warframe. Warframe is one of those games. I played it for like an hour and a half, and I was like, wow, this game's really fucking good. And then I never played it ever again, and I cannot tell you why. Warframe seems like an amazing game, but I just don't play it and don't have like urge or time to, you know? But it seems great. Yeah, okay. This guy does just have 2 Trubbishes, it seems like, so it should be a pretty easy fight. All right. And with this fight defeated, it should give you access to the first XP share. You do actually get 2 XP shares in Unova, which is a massive benefit to it compared to the other regions. Let's see. He says, thank you for battling. Go ahead and take this, a nice XP share. Hopefully no F there. My thing kind of lagged a bit. No F? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's go. Actually, let's take on whatever trainers we can here. I'm gonna fight whatever I can here. My favorite part, yeah, my favorite part of storyline runs is missing 95% accuracy moves like 3 times in a row. Yep, Giga Chad. That's the real limit test, okay? The true fight along the way was trying to hit 95% accuracy moves. What you up to? Right now doing a Unova playthrough for a storyline guide. What's up, Dost? Probably gonna switch over to shiny hunting here in a quick second. Well, you thankfully you don't lose any money on whiting out or anything like that in PokeMMO. At least now, but you used to. You just lose time nowadays. Depends on the fight. Like if you lose like, if you're like popping an amulet coin to like do a Jimmy run or a trainer run, you'll lose the time there, which is losing money. But that, you know, in a storyline run, it's not that high pressure. White out. Yeah, I believe that's what it's called in the original Pokemon game, is white out, right? And you like wipe out. They call it, I'm pretty sure that's what they call it. In Pokemon, is it called white out? Like the white out ink. In English releases of Gen 2 and Gen 3 games, Japanese releases of Gen 2 games are called, the player will instead white out. When all of your Pokemon faint, the game displays a whiteout screen instead of blackout. Whiteout versus blackout. Huh. There's a little bit of lore behind it. But I did to your... Okay, then never mind. Why did I engage? Never mind. Maractus. Okay, that's a niche one. That's cool. Would you profit if you popped an Amulet Twin? No. You would not pop an Amulet Twin during this storyline run. That's not worth it. You would just save that for like trainer runs or gym runs. That's a good question. You should do a blind playthrough of a region, but wear a blindfold so it's a true blind run. Bro, fucking, I can barely do it with my eyes open, okay? Chill. I'm not a good story. I have a lot of hours in PokeMMO and I love this game and I'm very good at grinding this game. I don't know the storylines, dude. That is not something, you know. My 9,000 hours have not been playing the storylines. It's been shiny hunting, you know, XP training, EV training, exploring the world, you know, etc., etc. No, it is kind of funny. There is a lore behind, yeah. Because I always thought of it as you white out, yeah. Fight here against the Musharna. I was told they're already trying to close naturally. Bros EP. I respect that. I hate, personally, I hate storyline runs. It's my least favorite part of Pokemon is the storyline runs. I want to just get them over so I can get to the end game and actually do shiny hunting, the EV training, the grinding, you know. I prefer the MMO aspects of PokeMMO, which if you're someone who prefers the MMO aspects, you're gonna go a lot further what the fuck, a lot farther in PokeMMO than someone who prefers just the storylines, you know, but there's more of that content, right? Okay, I'm gonna go bother this businessman. What he doing? What is this like a analogy towards kids? Wait, this is funny. Is this NPC meant to be an analogy to kids? Every morning my Pokemon wakes me up with wake up slap, so I always look like a wreck. But I appreciate its good intentions, so I work my hardest to provide for it today as always. This is literally wait, having a child. Wait, that's crazy. That's a good bit. I've never noticed that. Dude, I'm honored that people can find them helpful, Broken. Thanks for watching, man. Thank you for watching. I don't know why. Yeah, dude. But it's the one I did. Yeah, dude, I feel it, man. Again, happy to hear it, Dost. Happy to hear it, man. Okay. Now, whenever you're ready, head back over to the PC and go ahead and heal up. And I believe there's one more thing we have to do before we can actually take on the gym leader in Castelia City.